All right, it took me forever to find a game, so I'm just gonna roll with this. We're playing a level 50. Who knows if my opponent knows what they're doing? But they still have, a team to work with. So we noticed that the Electrode is the only thing they have really for Dondozo. I guess they have the Arboliva as well. So we need to get rid of both of those, and once we do, then Dondozo sort of just wins, I think. Iron Valiant is really good in this game. I don't really see what they have for it. And in terms of Dragapult leads, I don't think they really have good switch-ins to it. I can also... they can Rapid Spin with their Quacklevel. I don't know if they would have it on their Quacklevel. I mean, obviously in Little Cup, you see a lot of Rapid Spin on the baby form of it. But you don't generally see that on grown-up Quacklevel. Usually it's Aqua Cutter, or Aqua Step rather, and Close Combat, Swords Dance, something like that. Alright, so they do lead off with Electrode, which I thought they might just because Electrode makes for a good screens Pokemon. And we are level 50, and level 50 does make sort of a difference when it comes to how much damage is done to Pokemon, because the levels have gone down, but the base power of the moves has stayed the same. The Pokemon should be taking a little more damage than usual. They can Thunder Wave me, I suppose, if they want. They're probably going to Volt Switch into the Mabostiff here. I think that's fine. And I am Infiltrator on this particular Dragapult, so those light screens don't influence me at all. And they actually go into Arboliva, which is a fine play as well, because that will be immune to the Shadow Ball. Arboliva could be choiced in some kind of way. They could also have Earth Power, so I don't want to go hard into Glamora if I don't have to. However, I don't think it's necessarily... Well, I don't have a Sludge Wave to hit it. So the question is, what do I want to go into? I think I'm going to go into Iron Treads, just to see if I can... if they go for Dazzling Gleam or something and they don't hard go for Earth Power, then I can go for Ice Spinner or Rapid Spin or something. If I were Volt Switch on this, that would be fantastic. Unfortunately, I am not. So I wonder how much... Let's see. Red. The Ice Spinner's not going to do too much to it. And if they're physically defensive, then it's going to do even less. I'm going to go into Chen Pao here. I could go for Earth Power here, or an Energy Ball, and I'll take a decent chunk from it, but I'm not going to die, I don't think. Because showing Leech Seed shows me that they're not choice specs, right? So they're not that offensive. There's actually Terrastalize here, which is an interesting play from my opponent. So they may be Terrastalizing into a ground type, as they Terrastalize into a fire type. Ah, very interesting. So that's actually pretty bad for me, because if they go for Terra Blast Fire as opposed to Earth Power, then that's not something that's happy. So I lose my Chen Pao there, which is pretty bad. Terra Blast or Terra Fire on this isn't the worst option for sure. I'm gonna go back into my Dragapult now. They still really have nothing for me. If I click the plus button, I can see their team, and they don't really have a good Dragon type switch in, other than their Darkspun. I'm just going to click Shadow Ball again. I think it's the safe option, and I don't think I'm particularly threatened by this Arboliva. They get up the grassy terrain, which is okay. That'll heal them and heal me. And they are Grassy Seed. Oh, that's an interesting tech. And the Mirror Code. Okay. So this guy brought a really weird team, but is definitely putting in work for them. So they're +1 defense. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to go Glamora here and get up a couple layers of spikes, because I need to let my... I need to make it so that my Iron and Valiant can win in the end game. So I need to kill the Electrode if I can at all. at all costs. We go for Terrain Pulse, which I actually don't think Terrain Pulse is a particularly good option on Arboliva, if we're being honest. Now this Arboliva is a rock type, or is a fire type rather. So my rock move, my power gem, should do a decent chunk even through screens. But we see it doesn't do too much because it's still behind the light screen. That's fine. I have to just Terra Blast to finish me off. Unfortunately, because those are all special attacks, I'm not going to get up my toxic spikes, but I do get up a normal layer of spikes, which I will definitely take. At this point, I think I'm just going to go into... I can't really kill with Iron Treads, not with the grassy terrain up. So I think I need to go into Iron Valiant. Okay, close combat is still my best bet to kill this, I believe, even with the +1 defense. Okay, we do kill it. That's good. So we take the Arboliva out. And at this point, they are up quite a few Pokemon, which I'm not happy about. But we are in an okay position. The light screen is worn off. And we have a special attack so that we should be able to hit the Electrode without proccing static if it lives. As they go into Quacklevel, which I think is okay here. Yeah, I'm just going to go for Moonblast. I am Terra Ghost on this particular set, so I'm not going to be able to get a boost on my Moonblast, but it kills anyway, so that's fine. So I'll definitely take that. My opponent going for a sack of their own. It's always good when your opponent throws away the Pokemon. An Electrode, will they die to spikes? Let's find out. They don't die to spikes. I did get the booster energy. I don't know if that makes me faster. That does make me faster, good. Electrode is quite fast, but Iron Valiant with the booster energy is also very fast. You have to respect it. Alright, what has my opponent got in the back now? They still have the dog, and they got the Armor Rouge. Armor Rouge is a bit of an issue. But at the same time, what we can do now is actually Terra and Terra's Shadow Ball. Yeah, that's, I think, the correct play here. They could have the Endure set, but I don't think that makes any difference. And now that we are Ghost type, we'll get Stab on our Shadow Ball. You can't Terra your own Armor Rouge because you already Terra'd the Arboliva. And the Shadow Ball boosted should be enough to finish off the Armor Rouge, I believe. Yeah, good. That's fantastic. And then finally we've got the dog in the back, which I should be able to just Shadow Ball that as well. And if it's not no KO, it should be at least to a KO. Oh, I forgot about this one. Yeah, my boss stuff. Is this Intimidate or is it Stake Out? Let's find out. It is Intimidate. That is a bit unfortunate. But we do have the Moonblast, and that's what we'll go for. The Moonblast is stronger here than Close Combat every time. Even without the Intimidate, I think it still is stronger. I think my boss stuff is probably more physically bulky, especially. And I am invested fully into my special attacks, so that would be what we go for there. Alright. And then finally, here we should just Moonblast as well. So yeah, we got off to a bit of a rocky start with the Arboliva, messing me up, but we will take this in the end. Even if they managed to knock me out here with like a crit or something, I would be able to clean up easily with the Iron Treads. So I got this battle using the code 2023-2022, and it takes like an hour to find one battle. So I'm probably not going to look for a better one than this. This is probably good enough for today. Maybe in the future I'll try to look for some more OU games using the code. But yeah, just a quick little Wi-Fi battle today. I think it was a pretty interesting Arboliva set. So I'm glad I got to show that off. or like I let my opponent show it off at the very least. And having Iron Valiant put in work is always a good time as well. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll catch you guys next time.